everyone, it's me, Keepy83.
And Barbie0913.
And we have a fun video here for you. We went to Puddle.
We did.
The Pull-Up and Doll Lovers event.
And I'm still totally exhausted.
Yeah, it was quite a weekend. Because we did that, and then there was a dance recital that took ages, and then,
it's a good thing it's a good thing I didn't go to the doll show, huh?
Yeah, so we'll get it out of the way. If you're like, where's the Naperville doll show video? There is no Naperville doll show video.
Where are they? I'm sorry, we weren't there.
We weren't. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The dance recital for Lena was like the same day, and we couldn't figure out how to do both.
Yeah.
So,
she comes first. Yeah.
And it was super cute seeing her dance.
It was.
I don't know if we needed the 2 hours of all the other kids dancing.
Yeah.
But
got over after 5.
yeah, it was long. So that's why you won't see a Naperville doll show video. So if you're like, oh, I miss it, I really want to see one, we have plenty of the backlogged videos, so you can check out what was at the other Naperville videos.
Or if you did go, then tell us what you found.
Yeah, so definitely let us know what you found at the show. How was the show? Did we miss any, did every vendor have a Little Miss No Name or something? Let us know.
No.
Or don't let my mom know. But we're here to talk about Puddle, which is on its 17th year. This was the 17th year. Always held in Illinois somewhere. It started at Mitsuwa in Arlington Heights, and then it grew to Elk Grove Village.
Yeah.
And then that hotel slowly deteriorated into awfulness, and now we're in a brand new hotel.
Yeah, it's very nice. Very nice washrooms, nice sinks. We only saw the one place, really. Well, 2 places for food.
Yeah.
But it was nice. It was temperature controlled.
Yeah, it was in Rosemont, which is home to most of the major conventions, and there's a bunch of hotels and things like that. So it's a nice spot. I mean, if you're commuting in from the airport, you could probably get there pretty easy too. So it's a nice spot, and the hotel was 10 times better than the one than what the hotel has been in previous years of Puddle.
Yeah.
But the room, of course, was smaller. So there was, the one thing was that we generally had 3 rooms, technically. And even the main room was pretty big. But in this hotel, we could only get, their one main meeting room.
Yeah, and the tables were smaller. So if you brought a bunch of stuff to show, you had less space for it.
Yeah, so it was, a little more moving around people, and, the vendors were right on top of some of the tables.
Right.
But it's understandable, and, everyone at Puddle is nice, so you don't have to worry about, if you accidentally step on someone's toes, it's okay.
So if you went there before and then thought, oh, no, I don't like this hotel or anything else, think of giving them a chance again. Yes. So, because it was nicer. Nice. It was very, very sleek, modern.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. So, hotel, 10 out of 10, great. We didn't stay there, but we saw the lobby area, and we ate some of their super expensive food, and it was fun.
Macaroni and cheese.
$9. $9. So, there was that. So, hotel, 10 out of 10. But Puddle. So, as I said, it's called the Pull-Up and Doll Lovers event. For anyone that is brand new to the channel or this this convention, it is not just for pull-up dolls. It used to be mostly pull-up dolls, but as the doll market changed and trends changed, it kind of moved into more of the pull-up, smart doll, BJD. There were even some Lika-chans. You can literally bring any doll. The Dress Like Me contest, I think, was a good example.
Yeah. Because
there was so many different types of dolls represented in there. There was a pull-up, there was, I don't even remember, a Barbie. There was all these different types.
Which is good. It's kind of like everybody was a smorgasbord this year.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It is almost the pull-up part of it has that much of the event, and Smart Doll has pretty much taken over the event.
Yeah. I still only have one.
I know. One day. So lots of smart dolls. So if you're I don't collect that kind of doll, it's a really fun day just to, interact and see a bunch of dolls, enter some contests. do some shopping, and just talk to people.
Scare a few people in the hall as they're walking, going, we just wanted to know what a puddle was. It's like, okay. Oh, it's a doll.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay.
No, yeah, definitely. Brand new hotel, right? So they had literally no idea what they were getting themselves into.
Yeah, they were there, I think, for some kind of a game or a graduation or something. So
yeah. But even the staff.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they were probably like,
they were
what
giggling.
is this?
They were giggling at the registration desk.
Yeah. Because there's always a group photo, jumping ahead, but there's always a group photo, and like generally it's in the room, but there was no room in the room to take a photo. So we all went to the lobby, and like the desk staff was probably just like, what are they doing?
Yep, they were smiling.
But there was a cute little girl who was there with like her dad or something, who was like, totally got a kick out of seeing all of us walk back to the room with our dolls.
Oh yeah, she was cute. Yeah.
So cute. I'm like, you should, now you know. You can collect until you're 99 plus.
I did. I pointed my dolls at her.
So let's talk about like Puddle in general. I know some of you actually attended, which in that case, great to see you. So glad you could come. It was great getting to talk and chat a little bit more than we can in YouTube comments.
Oh, I like to see the dolls that they were just letting people have if they wanted. They brought a bunch of dolls. That was nice.
Oh yeah, there was lots of like give and take. So because there's always a table that's like leave something, take something.
Right.
And there was a lot of it this year.
There was tons of it, and it was a fun feeling. It was more like usually you left a little bit before the time was up, and because everybody else went to and did their own thing in their own rooms and stuff. For people like us, we just go home. But this way, it was actually open longer, their room, so you didn't have to go run and fix everything up and then get your stuff out. Yeah. So there was a lot more time that you could still talk to people that you hadn't gotten to talk to. Yeah.
Yeah, because they had the room much longer with this
one.
Oh, yeah. So.
And what did you like?
Well, I was going to say so for Puddle, there's a bunch of different tables, and each table has a captain who can decorate the table and kind of takes on the role of like being there in case you're brand new to the show or if you have any questions. So who was our table host?
Charlene.
Yes.
Yay, Charlene.
Yay, she did so good.
She did. She made us do things at the craft area. Come on, everybody's going out and making a craft.
She's like, you guys always complain about the lull. I'm like, yes, we do complain about the lull.
There we go.
Because there is still, and generally, flap shopping and talking. But she's like, go make a troll, or a gnome. Go make a gnome.
Go make a gnome.
Go make the little spinny thing.
My spinny thing did not work out. That did not work for me, but
we made these.
This is mine. Isn't it cute?
Yeah.
I got tired. It should only have the nose. That's why I got the marker on the other part. But it's really cute.
And this is my little gnome guy. So this was a fun little craft that people could do.
Yeah, that was cute. And then coloring pages like usual.
There's a bunch of contests. So there
were a bunch of dioramas.
Yeah, a lot of dioramas, like best in show, I guess.
When I did dioramas, nobody did anything, and it was like I always lost. So
no, this was the year of like dioramas. We should never said the theme. The theme was Secret Garden.
Secret Garden, yes.
So there's lots of flowery things.
I like the book. I'm not as good with the theme. Yeah.
It was a hard theming because it's like so like
broad.
Yes.
But there is a new theme for the coming year.
Yes. Yeah.
It's raining cats and dogs.
So Puddle number 18.
So if you like to do things with cats or rain, come to Puddle and then make something.
Contests. If you're new to the show, you can do
winner.
So we both entered the mini contest, and we both entered the original smart doll outfit, which was a first for both of us because I am not a sewer.
I'm not a sewer either.
So I Velcroed my dress together, and I was quite proud of it.
You did a really nice job. Your doll was beautiful.
Thank you. Well, the fabric was pretty.
It was pretty fabric, yeah.
But I also like Velcro. I tried to like do origami folds and Velcro it, and so it did not win.
None of mine won. No.
My mini did not win either because I crafted that one together too.
She did really cute things. She's such a paper girl.
I literally was just in crafty mode. And then what I did I entered the smorgasbord, which is basically any doll you customized. You can put in there Barbie, Barbie, like Elwin, BJD, whatever. If you customize it, it can be in that category. So I got third place for that with my like children's garden entry, which was just these like felt flower masks that I put on some hujus that I had. So I was happy
It
with
was
that.
cute.
And then modified pull-up customs. Here's a pro tip here, guys. If you're going to Puddle next year, bring a modified custom, because there were 2 entries, and that includes mine.
Mm-hmm.
So while I won second, which means I was the loser, like the last loser, or the first, whatever it is, I was second, so I was last, because there were 2 entries. I still got a prize.
There
So
you
bring
go.
a modified custom. It just needs to be a pull-up base with a new wig and a new outfit. You could change the eye chips. Something has to be stock on it, because otherwise it would be a complete custom, right? But bring a modified custom. Pro tip.
There you go.
Because if there's supposed to be 3 winners, like first, second, third, if there's 3 entries, there you go. You got first, second, third.
Yep.
So
You did good.
that was just by default. I was like, I'll be second if there's a first, second, third. I was not trying to win, but I brought my Emma Swan custom just as my like pull up for the day, and
And she won.
I was like, sure,
She won.
she fits the category.
The thing that I didn't like, and maybe no one else would think that, but you had all the different people that were selling, but at the new hotel, they were all really like bunched together.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of giving you a little space, giving them a little space
Yeah.
between people, between entries of people that were selling.
Yeah,
So they could fix that.
right, because there were 12 vendors at 10 tables.
Yeah.
So vendors were like sharing space. There were some new vendors that we hadn't seen before. That was nice.
Yeah, that is.
My mom said that there was a lack of like male clothing.
Come on, boys, let's find boy dolls.
Yeah. So if you're a vendor and you make like male pull up or EJD clothes, maybe hit up pull up.
Because it's always hard to find them. You can't go online and just find them.
Yeah.
I love to get them at the show.
So that was one thing where the vendor area was like, it was lacking a little bit. Speaking of vendor area, do we want to talk about what we bought? I don't know.
Sure.
Okay. So I didn't actually buy a lot, truthfully.
Okay, you have to remember the girls were not with us. People kept saying, "Where's the girls? Why didn't you
Yeah.
bring the girls with you?"
Yeah, so they were not here, so it was a nice little break. But truthfully, I just didn't see much that I wanted to buy. And I wanted to. Like, I was like I was the person complaining in the room that I'm like, I want to spend my money, but I don't see anything.
Thing that I want to spend my money on.
So I bought like a My World Build-A-Bear that someone was selling at Buy Sell Trade. Somebody watches this channel, so thank you. And I bought some eye chips for my cousin who was watching Lena and Piper. And I bought a shirt for Smart Doll, which didn't really fit mine very well, so I gave it to my mom. And glasses for my Smart Doll. So that was it.
It could go into a little cup.
Yeah.
That you got.
I mean, otherwise, for winning the contest, like I got this like outfit.
That's cute.
Cute. It should potentially fit a Skipper doll.
Yeah.
And then I got this outfit as well.
That's cute.
So again, super cute. And there's a third outfit, but I don't know where it ended up, truthfully. I thought it was in here, but it is not.
What did it look like?
Just a kind of hip-hop-y sort of outfit. For the same scale doll. So that was honestly all I ended up leaving with.
You did well. You made friends.
Yeah, I did more talking
You
and
did talking.
hanging out and basically doing that.
I did more of that too. Yeah, I spent a lot more time talking than I usually do, and meeting people. So it was more different. Maybe it was because there were no children around and everything was kind of comfortable and we weren't freezing to death in the hotel room. So
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was really great, especially getting to talk to people that watch the channel and meeting other people that do doll content on YouTube. Like, we were at the table with Dory's Dollies and Jamie, who also have YouTube channels, so that was kind of fun. Saw some people that have watched in the past and who started coming to Puddle because they saw it on the channel,
Right.
which is always great.
it is.
So what did you buy?
What did I buy? Oh, I bought these.
They can't see these.
They can't see them. I'll take them off. Okay, I wanted to buy these from I think it was AliExpress had them. And it was a couple months back, and I thought, oh, they are so adorable. I have to have one or two or three or four. So it was fun. It was like we walked in, and there was like, oh, there's some in a box. We can buy it. And I was like, I took away the rule of going around a few times, and it was like, I'll take one. I'll take one. Actually, it was this one.
Here's like, they're like little TV people.
They are TV people.
TV
What are
cats.
they? Autana. And their TV frames are different on each of them. But when I brought them home, then I realized that how do you put their clothing on over their paws? So we were quandering that because I thought, well, this is great. I won't be able to do that.
Yeah.
Because they have these adorable little dresses. They're so cute. And like the little breakfast ones. I was so glad they were there. And this is the second one.
So if you have one of these, tips would be great. Because unintentionally, my mom got the two that are the most complicated to dress.
We slowly figured out some of the parts.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is you gave us for the table.
Yeah.
So that was there. But they're so cute. Look at them. I mean, this does not go with this. There's an adorable outfit she has, but I just couldn't figure out how to get her hands there.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we have to unstring it and restring it, which made us learn about stringing again.
Yeah. So I wonder if you, because there's an S hook in here, right? So if you use the S hook and you make this, do the small hands, and then put the clothes on, and then
I don't know.
stretch it again at the wrist.
I think she has it if she has it.
Yeah. So if there's like an S hook, maybe it just takes like stretching it and switching things out. I don't know.
It means I watch a lot of shows and say, oh, look it, they did it. Let me see what they did.
But it's a super cute concept.
They are cute, and I really wanted these, and actually the price was the same, and you just didn't have to worry about shipping and handling. So
Yeah.
And taxes either.
No.
It was great. So I got them at a better deal. I mean, this one's got the screen here, and then you can take this part off, and then you can put an empty screen or make your own screen, which I want to do, and make little screens, and it's so much fun.
They used to sell these at Kika Goods as well, because that's where I had seen it. But yeah, there's so many fun things about this. And they're so unique looking.
And she says, I'm sorry, I've got this boring outfit on, but I'll get something nice.
Cool. Did you get anything else?
The only other thing was actually a gift from a friend of ours who watches our channel, Taryn. We've talked about a ball joint Adele that is a boy that she had, and then she wanted to bring it out and let me have it. And so 2 years later, she did bring it. So
Cool.
he doesn't have his clothes on right now because they are in the wash, but he doesn't have a towel either. And you remembered how to string again.
Right.
So it was like, there are so many different ways of stringing. I mean, I couldn't believe it. When on one page there were like 7 different types. It's like, if you bought this doll, this is how they string it. If this one is this way. So it was really fun. And he's waiting to get to look at the wigs and see if there's another kind of wig he can put on, and then a different kind of outfit.
Look at the camera, dude. Look at the camera.
There.
It might be a leak world, BJD. We're trying to, I think was like in the bag with clothing. You said it said leak world. And this kid doesn't have S hooks in his hands or his feet, so I was like, every tutorial I pulled up, there was an S hook. I'm like, wait a sec. So I think we did it the old school way, where you had to like put the string up and in and like do more than if it had an S hook.
She remembered how to do it, and I hadn't remembered who.
Yeah.
I did it a long, long time ago, and I haven't restrung anything.
Yeah. Well, the hand is a little mocked up, but that's okay.
The hand is mocked up. We're not going to pay attention to that. We're just going to wait until we get an S hook.
He's cute though.
He is.
He's cute.
Face. So I just have to pull out my little boy wigs, and if I had some boy clothes, he'd have something to wear.
Next year.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're all here.
Somebody will say that.
Yes. I'm sure Charlene's like, guys.
Okay, you need some boys. And that's all I bought.
Yeah, our table gifts for the group were these cute little mugs that I thought were smart, like smart doll theme or smart doll size, and then this cute little bag for any tiny accessories anyone got.
Oh, I did get the little, what do you call it? I did get the little flowers. That was a charity.
Yeah, I did get a charity headband as well.
Yeah.
For my smart, well, it was sized for
cute.
pullip, but I put it on my smart doll. This was also one of the table gifts that someone made.
That's cute.
My mom got one that it looks different.
Yeah.
So, but it was super cute. Anything else in this goodie bag that's worth talking about? Yeah, the goodie bag had like a bunch of like necklaces and bracelets and things. I do kind of miss the days when we had like wigs and things in there.
That was so much fun.
That was a really good goodie bag year. And then there were these cute little soaps.
It started my obsession with wigs.
Soaps.
Those are cute.
Yeah. So we talked about contests. Puddle, like
We
I said,
lost.
I
lost.
most of it. And then talked about meeting the people. People is honestly the reason like Puddle exists, I feel like, because we've seen a lot of the same crowd go year after year after year.
Right, you see people grow up, youngins, and now some of them are just taller than us.
Yeah, and definitely it's interesting to see like the group that goes to Puddle and how like dedicated they all are. There are some people that kind of come and go every couple of years, but for the vast majority of attendees, I feel like Puddle is on their calendar every year. It doesn't matter. So that's really great. We saw like Doll Angel was there this year again. She took a year off, and so like they're basically like your friends you see once a year, which is great.
They are.
Good conversations, all that. So it's a really nice day just to like socialize and zen. And even if you're not into that whole thing, like you're shy or nervous, like there's so many friendly people there that you don't have to worry about that. Because, you know, you're at the craft table, like, someone will talk to you. So if it's just, like, you're worried about that aspect of it and not knowing anyone, don't worry about it. Because you'll find a friend.
Yeah. Thank you, Taryn.
Yeah. Taryn was really fun to talk to as well. Stay the whole time next year. Please. What else about Puddle? Vendors. As
cake.
I said,
We got
there's always cake.
We got cake. The cake was delicious.
Cake was very good.
They did have some funky kind of rules on the hotel, but what are you going to do? They need to make money, I guess.
Yeah, they just had rules where you couldn't bring in outside food to the meeting room. You could, if you had a hotel room, obviously, you could go up and eat there.
Well, you couldn't get a microphone either unless you paid big bucks. Or a stage.
But there was no room for a stage.
No.
That was like blessing in disguise.
True.
Big shout out to Jane who runs this whole thing. She's literally like the one person that puts it together and runs the day and preps everything. So like between her and volunteers who generally are people that have been there for ages, like literally multiple shows, they kind of put this whole thing together. And literally, Puddle makes no money, which she said during the show. She was like, we make no money. There's nothing that we're saving to spend on other things, like that goes to the ticket sales, go to the room, they go to the food, they go to like the supplies needed for Puddle. So it's not something where there's like a huge budget, so that makes things even tougher, especially for a one-woman show, you know?
Right.
So huge shout out to Jane.
Hooray!
Yeah, for continuing to do it too, because that's a lot.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah. But the people probably make it worth it.
Yeah.
Right? So what else? Anything
The
else?
tables were beautifully done.
Yes.
Everybody brought in their really cool dolls. So it's always fun to look around and take pictures, and QP always takes pictures.
So bring a doll too, because that's the one thing I noticed was some people brought a lot of dolls, but like maybe it helped with the tables being smaller, but there weren't like in years past, like quite a few years past, I feel like the tables were like filled, and there's a little less now.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to bring one of your favorite dolls to the show to hang out.
Well, yeah, that's probably easier to do if you're local.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're coming in on
That's
a
true.
plane or driving in, you don't want to bring 100 things down
Yeah.
with you.
True, and you still need space on the table.
Yeah.
But I have noticed, like, that's the one thing it's in the decline was, like, maybe less people bringing the dolls. And definitely less people entering the contests. So enter the contests. They're just so fun.
People are shy. They just want to see, oh, what did everybody else do?
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
But if
maybe
you
I'll join
can,
next year.
if you can do it, Dress Like Me had, like, so many participants.
They did a lot.
Which was great.
They're probably like 7, 6.
Probably more than that. Maybe 10.
Oh, we've had times where they were only 4.
Yeah. Always such a fun contest too. I'll do it next year. Not this year, it was just too crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, Puddle is a good show. Definitely worth going to if you're in the area. We're still trying to get some folks who we always see at the toy shows to come to this one.
Mm-hmm.
They weren't here this year either.
But I think it throws them off. They think puddle, that means
Pullip, like,
up. I don't collect pull-up dolls.
yeah. And you are in the one room, but it's not like you feel like you're stuck in study hall in one room, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a much better vibe than that.
Yeah. It's an
Yeah.
odd little shape of a room, but it was really good.
Yeah. Final thoughts on Puddle?
Final thoughts. Get boy clothes. All different sizes, not just little kid sizes.
Yes. Yeah, I would like to see... I know there are smart doll clothing vendors, but, like, I love the ones that are there. Some of them are a little pricey, that we can't buy something from them every year.
Yeah, I didn't get to do that. Usually I do that.
So maybe if we can get some more, like, budget-friendly smart doll vendors. Just someone who, like,
Who
puts a bunch of
sews.
tunic tops together or something. Like, that would be great. So I could not have to spend more than I would on my jeans for a smart doll.
Yeah. I mean, they're gorgeous
love it.
stuff. Yeah, they're great.
I
but-
wish I could buy everything.
Yeah, true.
But I have 2 children and gymnastics
But
and
these
preschool.
took my money instead this year. So.
And those were super cool.
Yeah.
If you're going to see them in person, like, snatch them up.
Yeah, because I never understood half of what they were advertised.
Yeah.
But
So overall, it was a fun day.
it was good.
Yeah.
It was a long day.
It was long, yes, but it's always fun getting to catch up with people. Like, that's honestly the best part for me, is catching up with all the people that we see that watch the channel, and also people that we just see at every Puddle, seeing what they're doing, seeing if they graduated school, like seeing, you know, what careers they're moving into, if they're retired, like all the things.
And it's nice to see the people that are in town that are taking other people that are from out of town and showing them around a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
So that's nice too.
Yeah, that's great. So, if you know anything about these weird cat TV dolls,
They're
and how
so
to dress them,
cool.
let us know in the comments. So you can help my mom out a little bit, because they didn't make the outfit stretchy. So you really have to take things apart, it seems.
It's gotta be restored.
Yeah, and if you went to Puddle, let us know what you thought of it.
There was a table that had a whole bunch of people with them.
We should have talked.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't think it was going to be difficult.
Yeah, in hindsight. We'll just bring them back to next Puddle and be like, listen, who were those people?
Yeah, I'll figure out. I guess these are an S thing, because I didn't want to pull it because it's there.
I think it's an S hook.
Well, then how am I supposed to get the S hook off?
You don't get the S hook off. S
That
hook stays there. The hands will,
Well, it's here.
yeah.
So, okay. I'll figure it out. We'll
Yeah.
try.
Anything else? Let us know if you went to Naperville. Because
Yes.
we'd love to know what we missed
We
or
were-
what we didn't miss.
You're right. We weren't doing it on purpose.
No, truthfully, like, I mean, I wish we'd been able to do both things, but timing just did not work out.
No.
But yeah, that's like a little bit of a retrospective on Puddle. So, yeah. Next doll show is in, like, July? Is a toy show?
Aren't there 2 shows?
Potentially.
I think so.
So we have some toy shows coming, or some doll shows and some toy shows coming up in the summer. So we will definitely do haul videos for those, and we'll keep up with some other fun videos. Once we figure these guys out, we could make their own video, because that's kind of cool. So
It is cool.
All right, well, we will leave you there, and we will talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.